Okay, am I audible now? I've been speaking like an idiot for the last couple of minutes. Am I audible now? And if I am, just let me know. But what is Loud Raider doing there? Has he forgotten this is a reverse track? He's pointing to the opposite direction. Well, you could say he's pointing in the right direction as far as the conventional directions are concerned. But I think he had a collision with Redstone Derp. So, and there are some choice words used in the Discord. If you are a part of our server, do check that out, the Formula One channel. As I quickly open up our points table as well to see what's what, and I expect Redstone Dub to be leading the championship, but probably not by much. Jishnu. Oh, yes, go, Suraj! Suraj, you don't do that there, Suraj! Well, Suraj is out of the session, so is Sid Venkatesh. This is chaos, guys. Absolute chaos. He has parked, Suraj has, in the middle of the track. What was he doing there? You don't expect Suraj with that kind of head loss. There's someone who has gotten a time penalty, a grid penalty and all that. I think it is his teammate Jishnu. Look, he's missing an end plate, and I think he was involved in the collision. So, well, he's usually someone who gives Redstone a run for his money and might be a real contender for that pole position. But all that hard work is going to get undone as he suffers that grid drop. So there is drama already. 6 minutes into the quali session, there is drama, and I have never seen anything like this. I don't know why Suraj thought it was a good idea to stop in the middle of the track on the apex, and I guess it's a blind corner as well. Here's Loud Raider, by the way. And this time he does let people through easily. Pretty soon we'll have to go on board with one of these drivers just to go through one full lap, and well, it can't be Raman. Raman is, in fact, well, he has just started a lap, so we can go on board with him. But yeah, we'll come back to this lap a little later. What about Nobleguard is still in the pits. Redstone Dub now finally on a lap, and Redstone is the driver. Let's pick him up and see what he does. It's Raj Kumar TH, who I believe is Oxidized Rage, who has set up a provisional pole time of 109.9. And let's see how Redstone's time fares up against the provisional pole right now. He has gone purple in the first sector, Redstone. If the game has to be believed, loses his back end a little bit. There's a car ahead which does get out of the way, although it looked like it was perpendicular to the track for a while. Now going through that, well, it's not really straight, but coming up to turn 3 of the original layout, and Redstone has a few more corners to go. Here we go on to the last corner, and this is where Suraj's car was parked, and there is no curbing on the right of the track, which means they can't fully utilize the width of the track as much as they would want to. Redstone goes 109 flat, which is 9/10 clear of anyone else. Where is Jishnu meanwhile? Jishnu is on an out lap, and he will start his lap soon. So, well, there is some time before we get through. This is going to be very disorienting for me, this layout, and it will be difficult for me to pick up cars and know exactly where they are. Shal is about to complete his lap, I want to say. and I'm not sure if he's improving. He is in fact improving, and is improved by 3/10. He goes into the 109s as well. As behind him, URL Basil has started his outlap. I am Rahul is now the closest person, so the two McLarens running 1 and 2 into the 109s. Well into the 109s is I am Rahul, and Restaurant probably also going to be knocking on the doors of 108s pretty soon. Let's see where Jishnu is. Meanwhile, Jishnu is about to start his lap, and let's see if there is a car in front of Jishnu. Let's hope no one impedes him. Yeah, that was not really problematic for Jishnu. Flat out turn 1, and there is a bit of grass on his tire there. I'm not sure if that is actually impeding performance or giving him more lap time. Very well managed to the next set of corners. A quick right left, and then a long right hander coming up. An understeered right hander, and just not a lot of time to brake before the next corner. Then he will go uphill, and he has lost his car and probably his lap there. He's still going, and is still going uphill there. And yeah, you can see he's lost half a second in all that. So, well, that's a lap to forget for Jishnu, as Araja Gupta goes P3 in the Williams with a 109.6. So we have a few PC drivers up there. Araja Gupta and Oxidized Rage being one. Gosalia in P7. You can expect Jishnu to go a lot faster than what he did right now. He did complete his lap, but he definitely can go faster. What about Srikanth? He's still on an outlap. He's yet to put a lap time in. He was disconnected at the start of the session. This time he is hoping that there are no connection issues and he can put in a clean lap time. Alright, so Srikanth has started his lap. Well, it says he's purple in sector 1. Well, we'll wait and watch. We'll reserve judgment until he finishes the lap as to how good or bad his lap is. But our Division 2 runner-up from a few seasons back is back in action, and I think he recently got his pilot's license as well. So congratulations on that. As Abhishek goes provisional pole with a 108.9, and that will give Redstone something to think about. What about Srikanth? Well, he's going to be a far way off that 108 or 109. He'll get a distant tow from the car behind, a car ahead who's starting a lap, as Srikanth goes P14. Let's try to pick up Jishnu, still in the pits. Baz is exiting the pits for his final. It is overcast. Has it started raining? It has started raining. Or has it been raining the whole time? I have no idea. But it's definitely raining now, and I doubt if people can go faster than they already have. So this puts the likes of Jishnu under great predicament here, and if they can't go any faster, well, Jishnu, I think he can go faster because of that mistake. He definitely can go faster, but that puts his race under a lot of threat, because he'll have to deal with that he'll have to deal with that grid penalty. Look at the understeer on Smith's car on entry into the pits, but it's not going to be a happy hunting ground this for Jishnu. Redstone, by the way, and his teammate Rahul on an out lap, so they're still going out despite the precipitation on the grid. He is going out, and so is Rahul. Jishnu has to go out, but that lap time from Abhishek, I don't know, especially in these conditions, can be bettered. As in fact, Redstone might just catch Rahul by the end of the lap if he's not careful. There is sufficient gap between the two McLarens. But here is Redstone. Now, this is the final lap of the session for him, and he has to make it count. They are deliberately going wide and getting grass on their tires, so maybe that is the optimal line. The first couple of corners. Here we go. Redstone is down by 2 tenths in the first sector alone. Not sure about Rahul. He made a mistake and he has gotten out of the way of his teammate. What about the other McLaren? The McLaren that is chasing pole position. Abhishek has retired in the pits and Redstone is off. There is minimal grip on the track, and that is curtains for Redstone. What about Jishnu? Is he going any faster? He is not. He's down by 2 tenths. 2 seconds. My bad. So, yep, that is P7 for Jishnu. I don't think he's gonna go any higher than that. And that means he'll start P12. So it is going to be very tough for the likes of Jishnu to be getting a good points finish. Well, the difference between him and Redstone is only 4 points at the top, and they have managed to win all the 5 races so far in the season between the two of them. But it's not looking good for Jishnu right now. As let me put a message if everyone can retire in the pit, because there is very few cars on track, and I don't know if there is going to be any substantial running. So far as I think my co-commentator for the race has joined the comms box, so let's say hello to the man who has made a terrible mistake of changing his PlayStation name, and we all hate it with a passion. The Dark Knight Shooter. What a cringy name. And what will you do as an apology for this act of treason that you've committed?
Well, for that I will support Shrikant.
That's the apology.
Yeah. Please invite me to the lobby.
I have invited you to the lobby. Let me send you another one. And I hope this time
You added me to the party. Oh, you sent me the EA button.
I don't know how else to send you an invite. I've sent you another invite. And Shooter, you will need to increase your mic volume if you can, because people can hardly hear you on the stream. And once you do that,
can you invite me from the PS party?
How do I do
Just
that?
press the PS button, go to the party, and then invite option is there. The 4th one.
Well, I'm in the party. I still don't know how to invite you.
Can you see?
Yeah. Wait.
Yeah.
You must have gotten it now.
Yeah.
All right. So, well, you said you will support Shrikant, and Shrikant has made a trip to the gravel. He's just having fun out there. He knows there's no positions to be gained as far as the starting grid positions are concerned anymore. So, he's just having fun. And I see a lot of drivers have already retired from the session. That's a smart thing to do. It just started raining a couple of minutes back. It was cloudy to begin with, but it did start drizzling, which meant that drivers could not really set competitive lap times anymore, and it is Abhishek's on pole, followed by Redstone, and I am Rahul. So Abhishek takes a surprise pole by 300ths of a second. Jishnu, wow, you need to see the incident between Jishnu and Suraj. But Jishnu is in P7 and the game has awarded him a 5 place grid penalty. So that is going to be a lot of fun to watch. And then your beloved driver Srikanth is in P14. One fact shared by Caesar in the comments is that the average gap has been only zero point 0.3 seconds between the finishing time of Redstone and Jishnu. So I think that is Jeddah, and I don't even remember where the last race was. Was it Qatar? I think it might have been.
Yeah, Qatar. It was Qatar.
Yeah. So yeah, I doubt it will be lesser than that. I doubt it will. I think it will be much more than that in this race. But anyway, it is dry and sunny right now. So
any predictions, Mala, for the turn 1 or lap 1?
It's going to be fun. I expect someone like Rahul. He usually gets a good start, but he has his teammate directly ahead of him, and then of course the pole sitter Abhishek. So I'll keep an eye out on Rahul in the other McLaren, and then of course the likes of Jishnu will be hoping to make up a few places off the start. It is difficult to overtake on this track. Shooter, people still can barely hear you. Let me see if I can somehow increase your volume in the party so that people, as a result of that, can hear you better on the stream. As I say that, Shooter is on mute. Well, Shooter, now.
No, I'm here.
All right. So now your volume is to the max. For me, it's the maximum. So let us know, guys, if it's better. And
is it fine?
Yeah, you can hear Shooter. As there is support for Abhishek in the Ferrari. His teammate Basil, I'll have to check. He is P7, so yeah, not bad for Basil for his starting position. Let's have a quick look at the tires, and you can see medium tires for almost everyone there, except
we have few debut, right? Loud Raider.
Yeah, Loud Raider, it is debut. I think, well, you can consider Srikanth as a debut as well as far as this game is concerned.
No, Srikanth is just a filler. Yeah, I'm supporting. Yeah, go Srikanth.
But yes, Loud Raider is a debut, and he had a few issues with his force feedback. He's starting on softs, by the way. That is interesting.
For me, I think. Let me check. No, Vintage is on soft.
Yeah, Vintage, Loud Raider, and Sonic Hawk are on softs, and I don't really know how long those tires will last. Probably 3 laps. I think that's about it. After that, they will lose a lot of performance. So interesting choice there. Maybe they are predicting an early safety car, and by that time they would have hoped.
They're not wrong for that. There can be an early safety car.
Yeah, there could very well be an early safety car, and they might be hoping to take advantage of that and get that early grip to get a few positions. But
I'm seeing Kicksover guys are in good position.
Yeah, P8, PR9 for them. Smith on the hards. I don't know what kind of purchase he'll get off the start, but also.
Oh, Rahul disqualified. What happened?
Probably just overshot his mark.
Yeah.
But either ways, I think most of the grid is set except for one car, which is, I don't know who that is.
Sunny is it's Noble.
Right, so Noble is coming to the back of the grid, and we are set. So here we go. I can hear 2 lights for each light, and it's lights out, and we are underway. It's a good start from Abhishek, and Redstone is well behind. Is there anyone who's going to go for a move or behind them? It is a flat out turn one. It is banking, and I think it's Arya Gupta who is trying to get ahead of Rahul. There is Smith who has lost multiple positions.
Yeah.
What happened to Smith? That's unfortunate. Rajkumar is losing positions as well. And then Leclerc and Bass are going side by side. There's Williams who seems to be involved. And wow, that was chaos as expected. And Smith, unfortunate for him, he tried the alternate strategy, not really working out right now. And up ahead, Abhishek has kept his lead with Redstone in hot pursuit. Further behind, Suraj and Raman, the ex-teammates, are going side by side. Suraj keeps P8 for now, but now it's in fact Noble who has just gotten ahead of Raman as they complete lap
Noble
one.
had a very good start.
Well,
Noble had a very good start.
yeah, he did. I think he was at the bottom of the grid, was he not? At the start of
He
the.
was near the bottom.
Yeah.
Position change 10 places. Yeah.
Wow. Here we go. Jishnu, another place. By the way, Caesar, Jishnu has not lost a position. He was P12. He's P6 now. So, in fact, he has gained 6 positions off the start. And up ahead, it is I am Rahul who's losing a bit of a touch to the top 2. And Redstone is not letting this go as far as Abhishek's lead is concerned. I am Rahul, in fact, has now lost a position to Aradhya Gupta.
Did he had a moment because he was just like within a second for Redstone.
Yeah, he was 8 tenths behind Redstone, and suddenly Noble, by the way, another position picked up, or I think he was just completing his overtake on Charles Leclerc. So that's Noble up into PA. That's a very good start for him, and let's see now if how quickly or Leclerc losing another position. He's in the pits. Does he have damage? I'm sure he has damage.
Yeah, he has it.
Right, so between these two, the top two, it is Redstone who's following Abhishek here, and I don't know how easy it is going to be for either driver to overtake the other. If not, then Redstone might just have to wait until the pit stop phase to exchange positions with his good friend. Basil also doing well, by the way. It's Basil almost pushing Rahul through those set of corners, and yeah, and Rahul, I'm not sure if it's a mistake, if it's a setup thing for the race, for the in the race trim, but he is losing time unusually to people around him, shooter, and positions as well.
Yeah. No, but still he is in DRS with Aradhya Gupta, so I think he will get some benefit there.
Yeah. Meanwhile, Raman has gotten ahead of Yash, and Loud Raider has lost a position to Rajkumar. Rajkumar was well into the top 5 or 6 positions at the start of the race, and now he's behind. He's going to make another move, is he? Yes, he is on Vintage, and further behind, Smith has made a move on Sonic Hawk. So that Smith slowly crawling up all those positions he lost because of a lap 1 incident. He's up into P14. A long way to go.
That lap 1 incident for him, Maruv, could have heated his tires properly.
Yeah, it is very likely, especially if he spun, then his tires would have been pretty hot, and then to get them back to optimal temperatures would have taken him some time. I'm currently on board with Jishnu, and he is on the back of Baz, who is on the back of I am Rahul, who is in the DRS of Aradhya Gupta, who has clean air ahead of him because the top 2 shooter are running away with this one.
Yeah, that's like understandable because Abhishek is pulling a stone and it's better to create a gap and then fight.
Here goes Baz. it is Rahul who defends the inside and kind of destabilizes Baz, who's now under attack from Jishnu. Jishnu trying to go around the
Can you?
outside.
Yeah.
That's not going to work out. Baz is not going to let him pass there. But Jishnu still very adamant to get through. Is going to go around the outside again of Baz. Baz this time will have to give him space. This outside turns to the inside of the next corner. And Jishnu,
Good move.
what a move. That was really good racing between the two of them. Jishnu is up into P5. In 5 laps, he has made up 7 positions, shooter.
Yeah, and Rahul is trying very hard to get into DRS because he's just sitting there when Jishnu is following him.
Yeah, Rahul just outside of that DRS window. So as things stands, I mean, it is very likely that Jishnu will end up on the podium, despite that 5 place grid penalty. He is well within
It's a long
DRS.
race, man. 36 laps is a long race. Many things can happen.
Here goes Jishnu, and he does have a look, but he thought he thinks the better of it. Yeah, RIP English. But well, Jishnu again. So it is Rahul who went in deep into that corner, and Jishnu wasting no time there. Baz is getting interested, and all of a sudden, and Jishnu might just be boxing. Is using the grass. They're going 3 wide into the next corner. Jishnu, I think common sense prevailed at the end of it, and he backed out of that one. That could have been a nasty crash had all of them put their foot in. So I think Jishnu can see the kind of gains the top two are making, and
Meanwhile, Smith is making places. He's P12 already.
yeah, Smith was P13 last we checked. He's
And
P12 now, and has he just lost a
And again
place?
back to P13.
Yeah.
Yes, yes.
Yeah, so apologies for that, Smith, putting the commentator's curse on you. As the 2 cars ahead of him are fighting, there is slight contact, no damage from what we could make out between Vintage and Loud Raider. And yeah, well, that's, I think, Vintage on this next straight could be an easy move for him. Meanwhile, Baz, can he get through? So I'm Rahul is holding station, and here is Jishnu now is darting left and right. Jishnu is very impatient here, and
He has to do it. He has to make moves fast.
yeah, the top two are running away with this, and
Yeah.
I sense an incident brewing here, Suta. If Baz cannot overtake, I am Rahul, who by the way is glitching on my screen at least. But if Baz,
Not on me.
yeah, so if Baz cannot overtake Rahul, then Jishnu will get even more frustrated and might just try something that's not very smart and not very safe. In order to get that track position, he is draining his battery right now on this main straight. It's just not enough. That DRS. Here goes Baz down the inside. And once again, I am Rahul. I don't know what wings is he running, or maybe it's a combination of wings and battery both. But this is wonderful defense.
Rahul is losing it. I think he cooked his tires.
He has to dispatch. He's letting uh, Baz through, but he might not be that friendly to Jishnu because he knows Jishnu and Redstone are direct rivals. So why would he help out Jishnu in any way or form? He would want to make it as difficult as possible for the Mercedes to get past. Rahul still in P5, Jishnu still in P6, but there was a point he could have been in P4 by now, Jishnu, and cruising up to the back of Aradhya Gupta. Here he goes. In all that, by the way, Suraj has also caught up to both of them. So let's see what Jishnu does. Jishnu goes down the inside of the next corner. There is slight contact. As by the way, it's Redstone who has taken the lead finally after sitting behind for laps. And this time Jishnu does go through. Is Suraj trying to follow through as well?
Oh, they made the wheel bangings.
Yeah, but that was good aggressive overtake from Suraj. He's up into P6. Rahul down to P7. Not a great first stint shooter from the McLaren driver.
Yeah, he lost a lot of positions.
Yeah, lost a lot of positions, but I think he ensured that people around him lost a lot of time as well in trying to overtake him. As Noble has had an incident, probably with Rajkumar, and is down in P12. Smith up into P10. Smith in points. And Noble again losing his
I
car.
know, yeah, no,
I think his tires are too hot.
I think his tires.
He'll have to
Yeah.
be little patient and allow them to cool down. By the way, since overtaking, Redstone has had a good gap over Abhishek. So now he's in clean air. Redstone is flexing his pace, and I think he'll be.
He's slowly pulling away. Like last lap, he was like 3 tenths ahead of Abhishek.
Oh, the safety car. It's Noble who retired from the session, crashed out somewhere, and it's a safety car. So the people on mediums most likely would be jumping on a set of hard tires, but I don't know if hard
It's
tires can do 26 laps.
no, it has become a two-stopper now.
Right, so shooter, what do you do? Do you go on to the hards or do you go on to another set of mediums from here?
Loud Raider just spun on like in safety car condition.
And he's out. Both the Red Bulls are out.
Did he retire on tack?
I hope not. I really hope
No,
not.
I was on board with him. He did.
Well, Caesar said perfect time for him to serve his 10 seconds, and Loud Raider said nope. Wait, I can see his car. He has retired on track.
Yep.
His car is ghosted. So, well, not the debut he was hoping to have, or not the debut people were hoping for him to have, because he was a bit of a nuisance in qualifying, and now, well, the top two are going
Very
on.
good time for medium runners.
Yeah, most of them are going on hard.
Yeah.
Suraj in the pits as well. He'll have to wait a long time before. Yeah, so hard for everyone. Yeah.
Sonic Hawk was on softs, so he has a fresh medium and a hards now.
I'm wondering how Sonic Hawk did 9 laps on softs without his tires bursting into flames. But he has done 9 laps on softs, and he's in P12, so a respectable position in all that. By the way, Rajkumar has a 10-second penalty for speeding in the pit lane, so he'll have to serve that penalty, and I think he'll be smart to serve it right away under the safety car period. But everyone on those hard tires now except Shawl and Deadly Mosquito. So, well, Smith, of course, on old hard tires.
Smith
So,
didn't pit?
yeah, he didn't pit, and which is a bit surprising. But his favorite track position, and he might be thinking of course, doing a one-stop now from here on. Have you left the session?
Malav, I need you to re-invite me.
Yep, let me do
I
that.
got desynced.
Alright, I have sent you an invite,
Joining.
and Sahil is saying a comment got deleted. Sahil, do you mean the comment on the stream or some other comment? If you could be a little bit more specific. Right, so I am Rahul is now back into P6. He was P7, but because the Mercedes boys double stacked and Suraj had to wait a little longer, he's back into P6. He would hope that his car and his pace come back to him on the second stint under the hard tires. Rajkumar has pitted again and is now on the mediums. So he has served his time penalty, and shooter, you have desynced again.
No, no, it was some glitch, so I am restarting the game.
Okay. All right. So you do that and let me know if you need another invite. As I think we will have one more lap probably under the safety car as Caesar with the most official message I can think of for a YouTube stream. You will be contacted. So authoritative from our supreme leader. But yeah, shooter, tell us the story of how you were poached, how you were stalked. How did you hear about IRL? Was it Caesar who contacted you and asked you whether you are
No, it
Indian?
was Shrikant.
Oh, it was Srikant. Okay, so you were not asked the question, "Are you Indian?" By by
No.
Caesar. Well, all right. Uh, right. Srikant getting you in is insane because well, Srikant getting someone much
I
better
can
than
see
him.
Caesar's comment.
Yeah, well, most of us have the same story. I remember I posted on some Facebook group at that point in time during COVID that I was interested in joining a league, and here was Caesar in my DMs asking me if I was Indian. So, well, we seem to be getting a new member in our community by the name of Sahil Jain Shota. So, we will wait for Sid to ask for a proper intro for him. But I think at the same time, we are also getting ready for the restart after the safety car period. We should be getting the
Nothing.
signal
I'm
for
here.
green flag running, and great to have you back. I think it's uh, all right. So, people in the comments, predictions. Who do you think is going to finish in the top three, or tell me fourth. Tell me who's going to finish P4 because in top two, Abhishek and Redstone pretty much are going to hold station. You expect someone like Baz or Jishnu to be in top
I
three,
think P4 will be
and you
Baz
never
and
know.
Jishnu.
Even Aradhya Gupta could be a surprise for him. But let me know who P4 would be in this race by the time checkered flag falls. And while you do that, I will be on board with Aradhya Gupta and see how
I am on board with Shrikant.
and see. Well, Srikant running P11, not bad at all. He's
Yeah,
just
just
on the
a bit.
brink of points, and when Smith pits, he will
Oh
get
no, that was
that P11. But here we go. I think Redstone has bolted, and well, he has caught Abhishek unaware. Aradhya Gupta on a really good run, and well, Abhishek is going to defend the inside line, but that was a good restart from Redstone, and I think it was a good reaction time from the Williams of Aradhya Gupta as well. Right, so we'll keep an eye out on Jishnu as well because we know he is going to be impatient. We know he is going to be very motivated. By the way, I am Rahul. The problems persist yet again. He had a tank slapper coming out of that right hander. Oh, by the way, Jishnu very close. He is
yeah.
on a mission here. He wants to get past Baz, and it looks like it's
It's a
going to
nice
be.
win for him, right? Because he lost a lot of time to the front runners.
Yeah, the safety car has really helped him out, and he can see a potential race win right in front of him. But Arya Gupta has also shown very good pace here, so let's not count him out just yet. Redstone has kind of checked out here. Here goes Jishnu, is going to count down inside. No, he does not. And let's see if there are going to be any moves made on the main straight. I'm still on board with Jishnu. and I don't see any moves being made up ahead of him. Further behind, Gosalia on the back of Raman.
What do you think, Malav? What do you think? What is Smith's plan? He's on 14 lap old hard tires and he has to do his mandatory pit stop.
I think he'll wait until lap 20 and then go for a set of mediums. But I still think because of the tire offset, he should have picked. Uh, 10 lap difference between the tires between himself and people around him is a bit too much. But right now he's holding station. I mean, he hasn't lost any position. His teammate is behind him and seems to be clearly faster right now. So probably would be a good idea to let him through. But apart from that, maybe it's just. So you've heard this theory, right? Of that once you make a bad decision, you are even more committed to it. I think that's what Smith is doing right now.
For now, I think he should let Raman go and let him pull.
Yeah,
And there
yeah,
he.
yeah. I agree. That's what he should do, and I think that's what he is done right away, right on cue. The kick sobbers exchange positions. Raman up into P8. Smith down in P9, but now I think he would want to stick with his teammate. Up ahead, this battle again for the last
P2.
podium
P2 to
position.
P5.
Yeah, not the last, just all podium positions except P1 is heating up, and in all that, it's not that Redstone is running away with this one. He's still only. Oh, I am Rahul and Suraj exchanging positions. And not exactly. I am Rahul still has his P6, but he's well out of DRS of the people in front of him.
Got it.
Here goes Jishnu.
Meanwhile, I think Jishnu is, I mean, says, like losing his patience.
That is that has been Jishnu all race, and it's okay. I mean, it's not really. Oh, here we go. Here we go. Aradhya Gupta on the back of Abhishek. Aradhya Gupta has the inside line. Abhishek will not be able to defend the inside anymore. Oh, that was dangerous as he swiped across the Williams. That was quite dangerous, I must say. But it's
No,
still.
means people will generally. Oh, look at Aradhya Gupta. Oh,
Abhishek still has his P2. Baz, is he going to go down the inside? Yeah, as Caesar said, this is some brilliant racing between the four of them. As even while they're fighting, I am Rahul is losing more time to them. And even while they're fighting, Redstone Derp is not really able to pull away. Maybe he doesn't want to right now, but here is Jishnu now. Is he going to go for a move finally on Baz? No, he does not. But you can see the kind of inroads he's making each time on.
Ferrari as a constructor, they will, means if things stays as they are, and they will have a good haul of points this race.
Yeah, they would running P2 and P4 as we speak, and they you could see both of them ending up at the podium. That would not be a surprise. Of course, it is Mercedes who is leading the constructors championship by 27 points heading into this race. Oh yes, Kusalia has retired. There is another safety car,
Safety car. Yeah.
and now is when Smith can pit. And he can maybe
You
make
think
it
18
work.
laps?
I mean, on a tank half full, maybe. But I didn't catch
It's a
where
short track.
Gosalia retired. So yeah, but do you think any medium runners would want to, any hard runners would want to pit here?
I think they will stick with the track position.
Yeah, it is difficult to overtake around here, so maybe they will stick with the track position, and maybe if there is a safety car later on, after lap, I would say 22, 23, that is when they might seriously consider a stint on the medium tires. But one man we know for sure who's going to pit. If he does not pit now, Smith, if he does not pit now, shooter, What do we say to this man? Well, he is coming into the pit for the love of God. He is spitting, and let's hope he does not understeer into the pit wall like he did in the
I think it's a
qualifying
very
sessions.
good decision by Charles as well.
Yeah, those mediums would not have lasted. So, good
Yeah.
call by Charles to sit. In fact, staying out is something which is a bit confusing. He's also on an 8 lap old. Charles is on used mediums. He's 2 lap old medium, so that might be a bit difficult to to get them through. But Smith out in
He's driving Racing
P15.
Point, being a Red Bull fan, but is adhering to his name for Ferrari.
Yeah, but Smith out in P15, and there is some confusion there. I think the game somehow let I am Rahul overtake Jishnu. So Jishnu is down in P6 now, in some kind of confusion, and I am Rahul has gained a place and all that. But Smith out in P15. So would you really say it worked out for him? I don't think it did. The decision to stay out in the previous safety car. Uh, he was P10 for a while, but then he's now back in P15, and he'll have to do a lot
Yes,
of overtaking.
that's the only option he has right now.
Right now, yes, because well, he was, and I don't know if he had another set of hard tires anyway. So I think he still has, of course, the theoretically the best tires on the grid. So he would be hoping for some points, Smith. And this should ideally be a short safety car period because we have most of the grid bunched up. Now we have a couple of people in the pits now, which is Sonic Hawk and Vintage. But apart from the two of them,
Yeah, I mean, they will only lose one or two positions, right?
yeah, they'll both lose a couple of positions, and that's it.
But you know what? Because of this late pitting, I think there might be one more lap of safety car.
Yeah, there would be. So I think by the end of lap 21 is
20.
when
Yes.
the safety car might come in. But I mean, they're going to catch, all the cars are going to catch the queue, that's for sure. But I don't know if EA would think it wise to bring the safety car in at the end
No,
of this lap.
I think the safety car will be in this lap.
Well, let's wait and watch. That's what we would want, so that we can get back to green flag racing as soon as possible. Vintage player in the Haas, just about catching up to the. And there you go. Safety car in this lap, that's the message. And we will once again stay on board with Aradha Gupta to see what Redstone does and see if he picks up the same spot to Bolt like he did last time around. Of course, they were brand new.
But Manav, see, the hard tires are already almost 9-10 laps old.
Yeah, they are as opposed to them being brand new last time around. So they'll have to factor that in as Redstone has not gone yet. Now he has. No, he hasn't. So and now he has. Now and that's a good restart by Abhishek. I don't think he's close enough to make any sort of move. But oh no! I'm Rahul. No! I just saw it in the corner of my eye.
Still running.
How does he still have his wheels intact? He just understeered. I don't think there was any contact. He just understeered.
Yeah, the turn one wall.
Oh my god, he has no front wing. It has gone from bad to worse for I am Rahul. But there's no time to lament on his fate because this battle has once again resumed. Jishnu gets his P5 back in all that,
Yes.
and Basil is once
And
again
somehow
on the back.
Seth
There's another yellow.
wearing yellow card.
I think it was for I am Rahul, but I think it's cleared now. But yes, I will be on board with Baz again because just like Jishnu, he also, oh, look at Jishnu trying to go for a move. Is Jishnu going to go for a move? I don't think so. He's not close enough. There's no DRS either. Further behind, it says Shal and Raman going side by side, and Raman just about keeping that position. Raman, what that was unbelievable braking. Well, that did lose out towards the end. He ran into the back of Suraj almost. Raman, he had to slam on the brakes. Has lost two positions in the process. And Smith, by the way, up into P11 and make that P10. What a brilliant
Yep.
restart after safety car by Smith.
And Charles spun.
Yeah, I just saw his car car stranded into the gravel there, and here goes Smith up into P9. Oh no! Was that Sonic Hawk? Yes.
What happened?
He got hit by someone. And now Baz, once
Not
again,
Baz,
it is absolute chaos this race. So it's non-stop action. And
Look at top 5. They already pulled like 2.6 seconds from 7.
yeah, I don't know what's happened to Suraj. Probably he was distracted by the incident with Rahul. But I didn't expect him to fall back by 3 seconds just after a lap or two of the restart. Sid Venkatesh, by the way, getting a position on Sonic Hawk. So it's Sid up into P10, but of course he has a time penalty. Now, do you think Smith should be let through? Because Raman, well, I say that Raman is about to make an overtake on Rajkumar, but Smith has the better tire. So do you think? Oh, here we go. Baz has finally made it through on Aradhya Gupta, and it is Ferrari 2-3.
Aradhya will come back.
Aradhya will fight back for the position, but he will have also Jishnu to think about. Here goes Jishnu! Oh, so close. Jishnu is trying every trick in the book to get past the Williams. And as it stands, it is Ferrari 2-3. Jishnu is going to go down the inside. And I think it's a good move. It's a really good move
A wheel bang.
by Jishnu. They will both have DRS. So this is not going to be easy
Look at
for.
Aradhya. I told you he'll come back. Oh my.
Yeah, sweeping round the outside, and Aradhya does take P4 back from the championship contender as another lap gets completed. And but this is really good racing between all four of them. Redstone, I think, more or less has been undisturbed, but Abhishek's holding on to P2, and then the battle between Aradhya, Baz, and Jishnu has been fun to watch. It has been clean for the most part, as people want to see Srikanth versus Charles Leclerc, the battle of the teammates, and it's Charles who's just ahead of his hard runner teammate. I don't really know if this is going to be a challenge really for Charles to keep ahead, but Srikanth is putting up a good fight right now. By the way,
The last time when two Ferraris came together in Hungary, Malak, you remember, right?
Hungary.
Yes. Baz and Abhishek.
Oh, okay. I thought you meant real life. My bad. I was trying to think. Here goes, here goes Rajkumar. By the way, has made an overtake streak on Suraj, and well, that's him up into P6. And Suraj has lost a lot of
Smith
pace.
has to make the moves fast before the tire drop off starts.
Yeah, and he has been patient until now. By the way, Aradhya Gupta has lost DRS to Basil. This is not good news for Jishnu, because if a lot of time is lost. Oh, Leclerc has retired. It could be another safety car. And it is
I think
not.
he did the same thing what Rahul did.
Yeah, he probably might have done.
Yeah, but he was not as lucky as Rahul.
Yeah, well, you could say. I don't know if that's lucky or unlucky. And if he still gets to drive, Rahul could be termed as unlucky here. Uh, Smith, by the way, let's first attention to Jishnu. Jishnu is very close to Aradhya Gupta. Jishnu is trying to up and over, and he's trying to go through a switchback, but he has to stay with Aradhya once again defending very well. What about Smith? Oh, Smith is run out of road, and that has resulted in him losing a position rather than gaining one. So I don't know what Smith will think about that. He was trying to overtake Suraj there, but didn't really end up how Smith would have wanted. So Aradhya losing even more time now to Baz, and Baz well within DRS of Abhishek's. I think
I
the
think
Ferraris
Suraj
are.
is damaged because
Yeah,
he
he has
lost
no
two
end
and a
plate.
half seconds with Rajkumar.
Yeah, he has no end plate. Suraj.
Oh,
Uh,
he has no end plate. Yes.
no front right end plate. So uh, that's the reason. Let's turn our attention back to Jishnu versus Aradhya Gupta. I think this time Jishnu is catching a lot, but can he go round the outside like he did in the previous? Oh, there's contact between the two of them, but Jishnu finally makes it through,
Finally made it through.
and he can see both the
But he
Ferraris.
has lost a lot of battery in that process. I don't think he can defend.
Yeah, let's see if Aradhya can stick with him in dirty air. Otherwise, he might want to just recharge for a lap or two and then turn his attention to the Ferraris. Further behind, Suraj still ahead of Raman. So, despite having damage, Suraj is able to hold on to that P7, a very apt position for the PSN that he has. But
This P7, P8, P9, it will really hurt Smith's tires. And is it okay? Okay, Rahul retired.
yeah, that's in the pits. He has had enough. But yeah, I agree. It is going to hurt Smith's chances here. He could have got. He's still in the point. No, Raman! Raman, break!
What?
You have to break. And this is the second time he has completely missed his breaking point. What is he doing? That was very dangerous. He's lucky. By the way, Smith on Suraj. Look at.
Look at Smith.
Oh,
Smith. Oh my god. Hard racing, I think.
well, it is. Yeah, that it's becoming personal now. I think between the two of them.
Yeah.
Of course, both from Bombay, and I think they'll just here we go, here we go, here we go again. Smith down the inside, Suraj giving him enough space, and I think Smith finally might just get through.
No, he's coming
Oh,
back.
there's more contact.
By the way, Malav, Baz, I think he had a moment. He's lost quite a lot of time with Abhishek, and Vishnu has crawled back.
Yeah, Jishnu has gotten ahead of Aradhya Gupta and now has been in DRS of Baz for a couple of corners. Here goes. My God, what a move! What a move! Controlled aggression from Smith. Both Sauber boys loving that corner under braking, and Smith is up into P7. 7 seconds to Rajkumar. I don't think Smith can really get that kind of gap closed down considering the tires that he is on. So I think P7 is where he will end his race, Smith, unless something else happens. But it could have been much more than that had he not had that incident with Suraj a few laps before. Turning our attention now back to the battle for P3 as Jishnu has Basil in his side and he would want to make it 3 different constructors on the podium. Let's see if he can do that. Yeah, here's a task for you, shooter. If you can pronounce the corner name which Chips has put in the comment section.
It's Hulkenberg.
Well, That's a very convenient name. Here goes Aradhya Gupta, by the way. Can he make it two overtakes here? Oh, Aradhya. Oh,
Oh,
Aradhya.
yes, Baz lost 2 positions.
Yeah. I mean, balls of speed there from the Williams driver. That was a really good overtake. I didn't think he would be able to make even one, let alone two. Well, he did manage to get past Baz and is up into P4. Baz relegated to P5. And Jishnu, he's finally getting his podium out of all that. But I'm sure Aradhya Gupta
Yeah, it's
has,
not over yet. It's
yeah,
not over yet.
I'm sure the Williams driver has other plans. And good job by Suraj, by the way. He's still keeping Raman honest. Raman, by the way, has lost DRS to Smith. So Suraj, with that damage, is still in the hunt for P8, but now he's also being caught by Deadly Mosquito. So that is going to be a good scrap for the last points paying positions towards the end of the race as we enter lap 30 of 31. I think they are going to soon start lap 31. So 5 laps remaining after this one, and let's see if Aradhya Gupta can make any sort of inroads. Well, he can make a few inroads, but of course he's a bit too far off, so he'll have to wait for a few more laps and recharge his battery before he can.
Yeah, from lap 33, I think everyone will become very aggressive.
Yeah, and let's see if even the top two can exchange a few positions. Abhishek,
Yeah, I'm hoping for that also.
yeah, has kept Redstone in his DRS for a while now, and well, just I say that the gap was less than 3 tenths at a point in time. So we'll keep an eye out on that battle as well. Let's not write it off. Of course, Redstone is known to, kind of turn up the wick in the last couple of laps and just manage to bring it home, but you never know. As Caesar said, Jishnu could be a surprise factor here, and if he can catch the top two, then that would just add more spice to the end of this race. By the way, Deadly Mosquito very close to Suraj. And Suraj has finally lost DRS to Raman and Smith, of course. So let's see what happens. But here we go, another dive bomb in the Hulkenberg corner, and it is Deadly Mosquito who is up into P9. Suraj is getting caught out at that corner, and I think that's more to do with the damage that he has than anything else. He can't brake as aggressively as others can, and he has to brake early for that right-hander, and that's not really helping him out. But he's still in P10, and considering there are only 4 laps to go after this one, he will get a point for all his troubles.
I think, Baz has to settle for P5, I guess.
Yeah, it seems so for now. But you never know. I mean, Jishnu and Aradhya, the way they have been fighting, if an incident happens, Baz has to be there to take advantage of it. And considering how little laps are left into until the end of the race, you never know. Let's not write off.
Caught up to the DRS to Abhishek.
He has, just as Caesar was pointing out. So right now it is you. I mean, you never know if top 4 have an incident. Baz wins. Let's go. First race wins for Baz. There, I predicted it. So I mean, anything could happen, and this is going to be a fun end to the race. But as I say, that Baz is yet to get within DRS of the top 4. So let's keep an eye out on his gaps. But I still think Redstone, all things considered, his experience in leading races, his racecraft, his raw pace, and I think the battery management as well, he should have this in the bag.
The thing is, Malu, obviously Redstone, I think, it's sure shot a win for him for now. But
Yeah,
I think Aradhya Gupta will attack top 2, means at least P2 and P3.
yeah, and speaking of P2 and P3, they are going to get into battle of their own soon. As you can see, Jishnu getting ever so close to the Ferrari of Abhishek's. So, well, lap 34 it's not happening, but maybe lap 35, Jishnu might want to get ahead of the Ferrari. So, four different constructors in the top four, and they're all separated by a less than second of each other. I think Baz's tires are now giving up. The gap to Aradhya has increased. So, I think maybe he will have to set as Aradhya. Redstone has made a mistake.
Redstone? Yes.
Wow, we thought he was bulletproof. Was he not? Redstone Dub, what did you do? Completely out of syllabus. And
Well, that happens when two of us are there, Malu.
wow. So all of a sudden it is
I'm rooting
Abhishek.
for Aradhya this race now.
It's all of a sudden Abhishek is the race leader, and Jishnu has a chance here to win from P12 on the grid. Here he goes. He has the DRS, but it's not close enough. And Aradhya Gupta, he could very well be a winner here if something happens. That would be the funniest story, and will be talked about for days to come if that happens. So we are going to stay on board with Aradhya Gupta now for majority of this race, and let's see if anything happens and if he can maybe get his nose in. Chip says top three take each other out, Baz wins. Well, considering Baz's luck, Chips, if top three take each other out, Redstone might just still win by overtaking Baz. So, I mean, let's not count out the man who's in P5 right now. But Abhishek seems to have this under control. Shooter.
Yeah, Abhishek has it under control. Final race. Oh my god, that was.
Yes, we synced! Yes, we synced! Oh my god, no, Abhishek! What is happening in this race? That is so unlucky. That is the saddest desync I've seen. He was leading into the last lap of the race, and this is not even his fault. Brazil was his fault. He lost traction coming out of the final corner. This was out of his control.
You know what, Malu?
And he's lost a podium. Yeah, he's lost a podium as well. Oh my god. Now Baz can actually win if something happens to the top two. But oh, and Redstone has lost a position to Rajkumar. What is going on in this race? Yeah, tires could be done, but still, here we go. Last sector of this race. It is Jishnu who started from P12. He was P7 in qualifying, was awarded an unfair 5-place grid penalty. He did all the hard work on lap 1 and the laps after that as well. And it has come down to this. What a drive from a championship contender. He will be the championship leader after the end of this race. It is Jishnu who wins in Netherlands, followed by Aradhya Gupta, his first podium. Baz, I think that is deserved, but also a bit lucky on his part. He gets P3. Abhishek's, it was his race to win, was it not? Towards the end of the race, but he finishes in P4. Rajkumar finishes P5. Redstone, he could have won this one. He finishes in P6 after that mistake. Smith, that was a decent haul of points for both the Saubers in P7 and P8. P9 goes to Deadly Mosquito. Suraj gets a damaged car home. He limps to P10, and then followed by Vintage and Sonic and Srikanth. A race. It was a pretty uneventful race, maybe. But yeah, he did stick around. That was exactly what I was going to say. He is going to finish the race. He is going to take the checkered flag, and that's P13 for Srikanth, followed by P14 for Sid Venkatesh. But that was drama from start to finish, Shooter. What a race.
Yeah.
Right. So if you can quickly get Baz and Jishnu and Aradhya Gupta into the party, we'll have a quick chat with them. I don't know if we can get Aradhya Gupta in the party, considering he's on
We
PC.
can switch to game chat and have a chat with him if he's okay.
Okay, let's ask him. And all right, so Baz is here. We will start with Baz before Jishnu and Aradhya can join us. Baz, I hope you can hear me, and I hope your audio sharing is on so people can hear you on the stream as well.
Hi, Vishnu.
Yeah, good evening.
All right, so take us through that madness of a race, Baz, especially the second stint. Uh, yeah, I don't even know where to begin, but just give us a summary of what was going on, especially the last few laps and the battle with Jishnu and Aradhya, especially.
Yeah, that was a fun race. I won't lie. Obviously, because of the nature of the circuit, it's quite difficult to overtake. But yeah, I did my usual bottle job in quali. Yeah, I don't know. It was a good race, and obviously in hindsight, with redstone spinning and shit desyncing, then that notorious win was on the card. But my tires went off towards the end, and I was really struggling. So the whole point was just to stay in touch and thing at that point. So anyway, GG.
Yeah, we noticed that in the last, I think, 2 3 laps, where despite the top four battling, you were just not able to catch up, and we did put it down to tires as well. Uh, we theorized that the tires probably just fell off a cliff, and that was just nothing much to gain from or extract from the tires anymore. So, thank you for validating that. Shooter, any questions for Baz?
Yeah, hi, Vaz. Congratulations.
Thank you, bro.
So, the fight between you, Jishnu, and Aradhya, how intense it was.
Yeah, very intense. I just hope no one went side by side into turn one because I think Rahul tried it and he ended up in the wall. So yeah, I'm glad the guys had a bit of sense and didn't try anything stupid. I know Jishnu was proper trying to get past me the whole time, sending it in like random corners. Um, but I knew he'll keep it clean regardless. So yeah, it was a lot of good fun.
Yeah. No, it was fun to watch as well.
Yeah, I bet it was.
All right.
It's time for you to start thinking.
I don't know if we can speak with Aradhya, so we'll just quickly skip to Jishnu, our race winner. Jishnu, P12. First of all, walk us through the qualifying incident. When do you see a random Mercedes parked on the apex before you're starting a lap? just just walk us through what,
What happened there?
what happened.
What happened there,
Yeah.
Jishnu?
Major choices
Uh,
to be
So
part
honestly,
of their
quali
fan
was
zone for the
horrible
remainder
from my
of the
side as
active
well.
F1 World season. Furthermore, your choices will grant you access to exclusive
I
fan
seven
zone
crashed
rooms
out.
with
I
like-minded
think he
members
was
and
making his
also allow
turn.
you to
He
start
didn't see
earning fan
the
points
inside
to
wall,
help
which
your
is very
zones
tricky
win
to
the
be
fan
honest.
zone championship.
But then Sid was ahead. He crashed into him, and I crashed into both. And then I got a 5 second grid place, dropped me to P12. I was P7 in quali. It was not great. My lap 2 was also not great. I made a mistake. Otherwise, it would have been at least minimum P3. But yeah, started from P12. I was frustrated, to be honest. Almost I thought I'll retire that low it was, my confidence. But I picked up for the race, just trying to make as many positions as possible, not thinking too much ahead. My first lap was really good. From P12, I went to P6, P7. Uh, Almost, yeah, 6 positions again, I think. And then it was behind Baz. It was very frustrating. I overtook him because I caught him out once. But then I was too eager on Rahul, which costed my position to Basil again. Then it was just recovering. I know I had pace. It was just about making good moves and staying patient. So I ended up P3, which was good enough today. Unlucky. After that, it was just unlucky what happened. Redstone spinning and Abhi disconnecting.
Means you know, right? You won the race.
I did, but I'm not that happy also. Happy for P3, P2, then it was just P1 was just lucky today. Obviously hard work till P3, but unlucky and up after that. But anyways, I think luck is good today. But anyways, would have been happy with 1, 2, 3. Yeah.
Right, that was very intense for us to watch in the comms box, and probably this is the most impatient I have seen you drive. Just I don't know if it was because of the 5 place penalty, and yeah, it could have been because Baz was ahead,
It was all.
and it was hurting your ego.
And
But it nevertheless, it was a lot of fun to watch. And yeah, you did manage to keep it clean. All three of you, especially you, Aradhya and Baz, because I think Abhishek and Redstone were kind of doing their own thing until it all hell came to lose in the last couple of laps. So congratulations, Jishnu. I think you are the championship leader now with your third race win of the season, and yeah, very well driven, and that was very entertaining as well. So let's hope the next few races are as entertaining as this one.
yep, thanks a lot, guys. And Baz, always good to battle. Congrats.
Yeah, likewise.
Yeah, Baz. I mean, people were rooting for you to win the race and in the podium. So your position was oscillating from anywhere between P1 to P5 at all times. so I think you would you would do yeah, towards the end his tires did fall off, but you would do yourself a favor if you catch the stream and read the comments at the right time. But either ways, congratulations to both of you. Congratulations to Aradhya as well for a very well deserved P2. Commiserations to Redstone and Abhishek both. Thank you, Shooter, for joining me in the comms box. We will see you next time. I have no idea which track it is. Probably Monza, but I don't know for sure.
Yeah.
So
It is Monza.
all right. So it is Monza. So until the next time, have a good weekend. Enjoy the real life Grand Prix weekend as well. Congratulations to the podium getters, and goodbye and good night.